been a while since you've seen my face on the channel, because I missed my last week, so it's been like 2 months since I vlogged. But in those 2 months, a lot has happened. I won't respond to any of your videos because, one, I haven't watched the most recent ones you guys have made, and two, that'd be a lot of material to cover, and I'm really bad at vlogging, if you can't tell. So I'm not going to be able to cover all that information in a condensed time period while also covering the stuff that has happened to me. Most of you know at this point that I have a job where I interned. I'm not full-time right now. I'm working about 30 hours a week on top of the 30 hours of school I'm doing, on top of the 12 hours that I spend commuting a week. So that's a lot of time. If you add all that up, that's about 72 hours of work that I'm doing that I'm not doing at home. Which kind of puts more in perspective why it's so hard for me to get these things done and why I suck so bad, because I'm so tired by the time I get to vlogging. But yeah. So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the other little things I've been doing. I finished the book in the time period since I vlogged last, but as of right now, that's not going anywhere because nothing I write does. As far as my original work, what happens is I get it done, I start to edit it, and because I'm a perfectionist about the things that I consider my original work, I start thinking that they're not so original, and then I give up on them. Most of them are in binders right now, waiting to go further. But I'll be honest, that's my issue. I want perfection out of everything that is going to be published with my name, that most of it ends up sitting somewhere until a day that I have time to perfect them. But yeah, I finished the book, and I spent a lot of time editing that. And then I was working on 2 vlogs. I ended up canceling one of the vlogs where I did pictures because I didn't have time and I wasn't really home enough to be taking a whole bunch of pictures of my life. And I can't take pictures of my work because I work in the law field, and that breaks a confidentiality issue. And then I had a short story blog, but that's also kind of just completely stopped. I need to end up going and closing that down because I have an unfinished story on there because I ran out of time because I started working. I just don't have time for anything anymore. And then the other things that I'm really doing a whole lot are planning a wedding. So I'm planning this wedding, which is kind of my transition here. There's a lot of work to plan a wedding. I know none of you other people are planning weddings. I'm sure you've been in weddings and that you've helped people make decisions for weddings, but you probably have never planned a wedding. I'm getting a lot of help from my friends and family and everything, but this thing is the most ridiculous thing I've tried to do in my life. Maybe it's just because I'm going to school, I'm working, and I'm a mom, and I'm trying to do all of this, but let's be honest, it's really, really hard. I've got my dress, I've got David's stuff together as far as what he's going to wear, I have the decorations that I want to order offline. We have the bridesmaids' dresses. I know what I want the groomsmen to wear. I really don't have much of a choice for an altar. I am trying to make a menu. I know what guests I'm inviting. I've got all of the really, really big stuff taken care of. I've got all of that stuff taken care of. It's kind of like the last strings need to be tied. My dress is supposed to be getting here at the beginning of June. But the biggest decision I haven't made yet is the flower girl dress. I am trying to find a flower girl dress for a girl who is, I apologize if Savannah sees this and I'm wrong about her age, but she's going to be 9 at this wedding, while also incorporating my 2-year-old niece. So I need to find a dress that was the same for someone who's 9 and someone who's 2, and that is very, very hard on a budget, because I'm not going to spend $100 on a toddler dress. I'm sorry, world. I will not conform to that craziness. But it's hard stuff. And if anyone sees a dress that is royal purple and white, I think are the colors, or amethyst maybe is what they're calling the purple in my dress. If you find a dress, world, that is perfect for this, then please do tell me, because I'm having no luck on my own, and it's really depressing. And that's the end of my spiel about my wedding. So you can see it. That's the ring. So, words, yeah. Failing at my English and functionality today.